Hey guys, Jean-Claude. Last deck we opened from this box looked pretty interesting. Its name was the mold that generates shards, and it didn't have many amber pips, but it felt like it could have maybe, generated some amber across the game, but 9 pips is not too much. Alright, Gray Archon, first house is Untamed, second house is Shadows, and the third house is Logos. Denny Chain, the Duchess of Sanatorium, and a nice symmetrical Archon here. Got maybe flames up high, or maybe that's like ghosts behind it possibly. Big ol' arms and a long robe. Alright, let's see what this thing has. Starting off with Untamed, it's Look What I Found. Omega, return 1 card of each type, action, artifact, creature, upgrade from your discard pile to your hand. That is a really cool card. Niffle Queen, 6 power. Each other friendly beast creature gets +1 power. Each other friendly Niffle creature gets +1 power. Whoa, wait a minute. 2 Niffle Queens. I have never seen that before. Very cool. This one has a damage pip. Commune has Omega, and lose all of your amber, gain 4. Rapid Evolution, Amber Dev, you play it, choose a creature, give it a +1 power counter for each amber you have. Another Rapid Evolution. Pismire, 4 power. While there are more friendly mutant creatures than enemy mutant creatures, your opponent's keys cost +2 amber. Niffleape, 3 power. While it is attacking, ignore taunt and elusive. Another Niffleape. A third Niffleape. A fourth Niffleape. I'm going to guess that each Niffle Queen must come with 2 Niffleapes. Ghost Hawk, 2 power deploy. Play you may reap with each neighboring creature 1 at a time. And that ends Untamed. Now we're on to Shadows. The Shadowsmith is 3 power. Each mutant creature gains elusive. Reckless Rizzo, 1 power, elusive. Action, steal 2 amber until the start of your next turn. Reckless Rizzo loses elusive. Lucky Dice, it's an artifact. Amber Dev, you play it with a draw pip. Omni, destroy it. During your opponent's next turn, friendly creatures cannot be dealt damage. That goes good with that Reckless Rizzo. Lights Out, Amber Dev, you play it. Return 2 enemy creatures to their owner's hands. I just realized with those 2 Niffle Queens, 4 Niffleapes, why did we not have the Niffle Kong? Vandalize, Amber Dev, you play it. Look at the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck, discard 1, and put the others back in any order. Another Vandalize. Subtle Auto, 1 power. Play, your opponent discards a random card from their hand. Shoulder Id, 6 power taunt, cannot fight, and when it would deal damage, steal 1 amber instead. Mug, Amber Dev, you play it. Move 1 amber from a creature to your pool, deal 2 damage to that creature. Dark Wave, Amber Dev, you play it with a draw pip, deal 2 damage to each non-mutant creature. Well, I guess that means we have some draw pips coming from Logos. Bow Nithing, 2 power. Play, steal 1 amber for each forged key your opponent has. Another Bow Nithing, this one with a draw pip. Now we're on to Logos. Oh, and the last deck had this as well. I like this card quite a bit. Autovac 5150. It's an artifact. Action, you may discard a card from your archives. If you do, keys cost +3 amber during your opponent's next turn. Otherwise, archive a card. Forge Compiler. It's an artifact. After your opponent forges a key, destroy it and ward each friendly creature. Bouncing Death Quark. Destroy an enemy creature and a friendly creature. You can repeat it as many times as you like, as long as you can repeat the entire effect. Titan Engineer, 6 power. While it is not on a flank, keys cost +1 amber. Opposition Research, enhanced a damage pip. Enemy creatures cannot reap during your opponent's next turn. Another one of those. Ooh, do not like seeing multi. Oh gosh, why did I say anything? It's the Jinx, guys. We ended up with 3 of these only because I said something. This is a card I never want to see 2 of, and now there's 3 in here. Awful. Munchling is 3 power. Skirmish. Fight, you may discard a Logos card from your hand or archives. If you do, gain an amber. Another Munchling. Well, if anything, this deck does have a lot of consistency, a lot of multiples of the same cards. Infomorph, 4 power. Enhanced 2 draw pips. Another one of those. Ooh, this one has 2 damage pips and a draw pip. And the final card of the deck is a Bot Booked in, 4 power. Reap. Play the top card of your deck. What am I expecting here? It'd be interesting if we have any other beasts. No, see, that's a mutant. That should have been a mutant beast if you ask me. Would have been cool with those Niffle Queens. All right, let's get our amber up. I feel like this one also had a very light amount of amber. Bow Nithings could count, but we won't pull them up just because they're not guaranteed. You know, honestly, we could probably add 1 to the count at the end. Yeah, let's do that. Count both those Bow Nithings as just 1 total. Commune is also a hard one to figure out, and look what I found. I could say that would maybe add 1. Good chance we're going to bring back something with an amber pip. So 1, we'll call this 2, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, plus the 1 from Bow Nithing makes it 14. Still not that great. Let's look at our Amber control, and that's probably going to be a lot worse. I only recall just maybe 2 cards in Shadows. I know one for sure. I'm hoping there's a second one. Gosh, I guess opposition researches might matter. Won't help against the Rush deck, but it is something still. Okay, did forget about the auto vac there. That's going to be pretty nice. Should not see much else. Okay. So for Amber control, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is not too good. Although, how many bigger ones did we have? We had the auto vac and the Pismire. Not that much, really. Ooh, ouch, ouch, ouch. All right, let's look at the creatures. Did I miss one there? No. And we're going to hit that huge pocket right here at the end with Untamed. So, count them up. We have 1, 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, 20 is not bad. One thing I do find super interesting is just how beefy the Untamed is. The Niffle Queens can boost each other, taking them up each to 8. The Niffle Apes can get actually up to 7 power. That's not including the fact that there's 2 rapid evolutions back here, helping protect maybe one of the Niffle Queens, making it stick around a little bit longer. And I guess having that many Niffle Apes, if your opponent relies on taunts to protect some Reapers, this could be pretty valuable considering how large they can be. Had a decent amount of mutants. Only one really good effect, which gives mutants elusive. That might help our opponent more than it helps us. Hard to say. Obviously, it's better against older decks, but I kind of like to view these sets whenever they're more so against each other, especially whenever something's brand new. People want to play a lot of it. We didn't really have any archiving other than the auto vac, so that's kind of a shame. That means it can't just come down and be an Amber control. It has to slowly be an Amber control. One turn, use it, archive a card, another turn, discard. I think that makes that quite a bit worse for the Amber control. I'm not liking that at all, actually. Shadows was kind of iffy, not a huge amount of steel. The Vandalizes are good tech cards, but not necessarily a powerful card on its own. Look what I found. Let's see, did we even have an upgrade? I do not think we had an upgrade. Only the one artifact with the auto vac, if I'm recalling. If I'm remembering. Oh, Lucky Dice as well. Okay, so that destroys itself. At least there might be a target in there for that. Otherwise, ending your step and just getting back an action in a creature, that's not that exciting. Having 2 Omegas in the same house is kind of annoying. For those of you that played in AoA, you know just how awful having multiple Alpha and Omega cards can be. Not being able to use all of the cards you have of a particular house can be tragic sometimes. This deck has some really good cards in it, but at the same time, there's a lot of cards in here that are just kind of mediocre, not the best. If we pulled those up, we'd get a better picture of this. So Commune, maybe it's not really valuable. A great first turn play, but that's hard to bank on. The Infomorphs added draws. We won't necessarily call those do-nothing cards, but like the Bow Nithings have a chance of doing nothing. We can't sit there and hold on to these if we draw these early. The opposition researches typically are just about nothing. Lucky Dice is okay. Vandalizes, once again, it's more of a tech move. Mug is fine. Dark Wave. It'd be interesting to see just how many non-mutants we had. I know it's going to hit all of our Niffles, and doing damage to those in this deck is going to be a problem. Bouncing Death Quark is nice. Forge Compiler, not that great of a card. So if you look at this right here, there is at least 8 to 9 cards that are just not that great. Even that Look at What I Found, which should be an extremely powerful card, and I'd imagine a lot of you guys, if you happen to have a deck with this card, absolutely adore it, but in this deck, it's kind of rough. Wow, after giving the last deck such a high rating, it is a shame to see this one. Kind of expected. There's only so many good decks that can exist within a box. Not everything can be super good, because if they're all super good, well then heck, they're all average, right? So the rating for this deck is probably going to have to be a D to a D+. You know what? We were generous for the last deck. Let's be less so this time and knock it down to a D. Alright guys, well thank you very much for watching my videos, and I'll see you next time.